What does that mean? What do you got? Like, I mean, some loud noises he won't even second guess about, but if he hears the air fryer going, he will take off like a shot, and I don't know why. It's really weird. Everybody's got their own little idiosyncrasies. I think that's the right word for it. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. For those that have tuned in for the first time after subscribing, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I love it when people subscribe, of course. The Star Trek stuff is only a part of what I do. This is kind of the main focus of the channel, more or less, is making coffee in the morning and talking. Because this is my morning coffee therapy. I started it in 2023, around February, because in January of 2023, I was laid off from my job. I had my job a little over 5.5 years, and after unprecedented success for 2 years in a row, they were predicting a slide in the housing market because I worked for a housing company. Actually, it was the finance department of the company. Somehow, some way, some talking heads on the television told our CEO that they're looking at an economic downturn, and so they laid off 1/3 of the staff in the finance department, including my part. In order to cope with that, I decided to start making coffee and talking about how I feel, thus morning coffee therapy. And it's kind of grown a little bit. A large part of also what I do is the Star Trek stuff. So whenever something new Star Trek-y comes out, I either take pictures of it or I do a video of it, kind of showing and telling what I'm seeing for the first time. And it's always fun to unbox stuff. I can see why unboxing is not just popular for the viewer, but also popular for the person unboxing, because you've bought the thing that you want to get and you are so excited. Every nook and cranny of the thing that you bought is going to be either jaw-dropping or incredibly disappointing, and every point in between, you know? So it's just, and it's fun to do, and I love to do the unboxing stuff. Savick was released yesterday. And yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Because I recorded that on Tuesday, edited it, and then uploaded it in 4K. So it's there on Wednesday at about 10 o'clock. So, and it was a lot of fun. And now she's in the box right next to my Star Trek 2/3 Enterprise, refit Enterprise. So, in its case. And I am looking into buying one of those 1/6 scale mannequin tops, so that I can put the code on the mannequin top so that it's not just sitting there flat. It'll have a little 3D-ish look to it, and it'll be sitting off of the bottom of the case. So I am looking into that. Anyhow, I was going to do the Colombian coffee family's coffee, but then I realized it's a naturally processed coffee, which might lend its funkiness and wonderfully different flavor profile not very well to the Peppermint Coffee Bomb. These Peppermint Coffee Bombs, by the way, here's an ingredient list you don't have to worry about because you don't have it. But it's a peppermint coffee creamer. It is, I know she put her thing on here, stuffed hot cocoa bombs. There is a link. I'll put it on my, I'll re-put it up because I have the card downstairs, but there's a link to their marketplace on Instagram, and the places that she goes around Central Ohio. She posts where she's going fairly often. She's in a different spot in the Columbus area. So, and the first two were absolutely fantastic. I put it through the maca pot, and oh gosh, the Peruvian is so nice. From Island Roasters Coffee Company. Purchased from Island Roasters Coffee Company, just like this was purchased from stuffed hot cocoa bombs, handmade in a kitchen, bought locally. coffee bomb. So like it says, it's mostly hot cocoa, but they also had these wonderful, fun coffee creamers, and it just seems really cool to have such a thing. So I bought them, and they didn't just have peppermint ones. She had caramel ones as well, which would have been great, but I felt that this was enough personally. All right, 34 grams of coffee going into the Encore. We'll put it down to about, you know what? We're gonna keep it at max, because it does take just a hair longer. Oh, and I meant to spritz too. Looky here, spritzing. Ooh, where are we at? Almost there, but not quite. Almost. Ooh, I hate getting anything too close to that damn. I probably should have done this in the Chahi, but that's not the lid for that. Why am I doing that? But I think we'll be okay. Let's turn this on. Yeah, it was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just did it in the Chahi, but of course it was an afterthought at this point. But look, no static. It actually ground up really well, so that's pretty exciting. And that hiss means we're probably at 200 degrees. We are. Cool. This is fun because we did the, well, this hand, please. We did the Cocoa Bomb with the Chemex pouring over. I don't think we did it with the Clever. I don't think. I'm probably wrong, but I think we did it with, if we've done it with one, we've done it with both. But this should be a lot of fun. Get that. Just let her bubble, toil and trouble just for a minute. I found this light, and once we get this started, it's really funny. I was going through some stuff downstairs in a couple of, oh, there goes the wind. Oh, the wind was so terrible last night. Yeah, it blew all day, bad enough, but I think we're looking at gusts up to about 30 miles an hour today. I know it is super cold outside right now. It's about 18 degrees. So, and then we had a little bit of a snow blow through, but the way it was blowing though, oh my gosh, it was absolutely insane. Loud. The neighbor our next door neighbor, had, oh, to hell with it. Why not? Has a light that comes on when somebody walks down the sidewalk in front of the houses, because we live in a community full of old people that are incredibly paranoid. If you come home with a tan, they whip out the binoculars to make sure that you're still you and not a minority that's moved in. And it sounds like I'm exaggerating. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not exaggerating. But so he's got one of those lights out there that you activate when somebody walks in front of their sidewalk area there. They'll say it's for the safety of people walking by, but that's what the street lamps are there for. So, doubt. Still, he has that. And all night last night, the trees were waving in front of it so much, it was catching that movement of the trees waving because of the blowing. And then the snow kicked in, and the snow blew in really hard. So it was setting that thing off I think it lasts for about 5 minutes, and then it goes off, and then it would immediately kick back on again. And the joy of that is it reflects on our wall through our one window. So, which... we've been living with it for the past 4 years, and even when he put it in, it's like, we know why you put it in. We don't care. It's fine. We can live with it. It's not that intrusive. He actually came to us and said, should I move it just a little bit to this direction so that it's not going directly in your window? And we're like, that would be lovely. The worst thing that thing has ever picked up is all the raccoons, all the deer, all the stray cats, a fox or two, I mean, it just picks up wild animals. And anytime a wild animal walks down that sidewalk, the light flips on. So it's fine, whatever. So that kept going on and off last night because of the sheer gusts of wind. And then the poor stitch out front, though, I have a blow-up stitch. I think 4 or 5 times this week alone, I've had to turn it back facing out because the wind will catch the corner of the house and kind of just turn it. And then it's ended up now, it's right in the middle of the door facing. So if it decides to warm up just a little bit, I'll probably go out there. And then my packages, I have a nice lighted package thing, a bunch of boxes. It's lit up, has fallen over, so I need to go reset that. So it's pretty gusty outside. So this has got another minute maybe. So this is from the movie Breakdown. This is from 1997. This is probably the first radio swag I had ever gotten. And, you know, back in the day, I don't know if they still, I mean, they probably still do advanced screenings of things. That's how I saw The Scorpion King for the first time, was at an advanced screening at the AMC theaters down across from the OSU Medical Center. It's what it used to be. I don't think, it's not an AMC anymore, it's something else. But that's the first time I saw The Scorpion King, at an advanced screening in a theater full of people where we all just watched the movie and enjoyed it. Well, this Breakdown, I don't remember the specifics, but it must be a car breakdown movie, suspense movie, I assume. So you've got your flashlight, you've got your incandescent right there. You kind of, and it's four double A's, and then you've got this yellow that I guess you can put out there behind your car or something. Oh, it blinks. It has a short in it because it just, yeah, it's got a short in it. But this thing is so old, I'm surprised that it still works. And then the flashlight can move, and then it clips onto your belt. And then there's a little thing here to plug in a cigarette lighter extension. I don't think it came with one of those. But yeah, I think this is the first radio swag I ever got because I started my internship at the radio station in '97, my junior year of college. And I was working with the sales team at that point because incredibly disorganized group of people, that sales team. I was filing all of their paperwork, and there were tons of paperwork because every commercial order and every commercial sold was a piece of paper. And I think they had 3 radio stations at the time, so every commercial had to be ordered. Even if it was the same commercial, it had to be on 3 separate sheets of paper that were 3 different colors, and they all had to be filed in a particular way. And that was my job, was to file. All right, I think we'll continue that in a second. I'm just gonna... That came pretty close, didn't it? 450 plus a Peppermint Coffee Creamer Bomb. Oh, let me wash this out a little bit. That's a good bed, too. I didn't comment on the bed yesterday that the coffee left. I was pretty happy with that bed as well. I was pretty happy with that. That was pretty cool. Nice flat bed coming out of the Chemex. But that was the Clever. And look, they're in the same shot, so they're 2 different devices. They're 2 different devices. All right, let's give this a little stir. All that chocolate on the bottom. There we go. A little smooth agitation. But yeah, I started as an internship at the Sunny 95 radio station. It was Sunny 95, WJZA, 103.5, 104.3, And then it was WVKO, which was an AM telling you you're going to hell station. So they played a lot of gospel. And we did, not only did I do filing for all of the radio stations, I also did some promotion stuff. And one of the promotions items was for the movie Breakdown, and that we got that. So I just found it randomly yesterday, and I put batteries in it, and I'm like, how old is this thing? And I look down here, and I'm like 97. I'm like, oh wow, this is my junior year of college, right there. And then I went back my senior year, and just before I graduated from college, they hired me. So, and my life has never been the same. Oh boy, one thing leads to another, and now we're here, and I'm glad I'm here. So yeah, there will be none of this Peruvian left. This will just be sweetened peppermint and chocolate. Yep. It is a peppermint and chocolate delivery device now. Much like nacho chips are a delivery system for cheese, or cheese and meat, or cheese, meat, and jalapeno slices, or Dorito dust. So, nope. But very few people eat tortilla chips just to eat tortilla chips. Especially if you're ordering them at a restaurant. If it comes with queso, you get the queso. Unless you're lactose intolerant, and then you get the salsa. And the salsa is generally pretty good too. That's fun. These bombs are just the bombs. So this is peppermint coffee creamer. Like I said, she's got many other varieties. One of them was a salted caramel, I think. I don't quite remember, because I thought she had 3 varieties. I don't remember the other one. I'm sure it's on the Instagram page. But yeah, that peppermint coffee creamer. It's just so nice. And look, it turns it a beautiful brown. Oh, it's so good though. I love that stuff. That's really great. And then it goes good with this because it's got notes in it, but it's basically a delicious coffee. So this has got notes of cocoa and almond. I mean, none of which are present right now because it is a peppermint coffee creamer bomb. Thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this week. The Star Trek stuff is part of it, and this is the other part of my channel. And hopefully insights and breakdowns of my day or year or life or whatever. Just, help you think about yours, I've been talking about my health lately and how it's affected a lot of different aspects of my life and how I've had to change a bunch of things and how that's been for the better. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I encourage it. I don't demand it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Tuesday of next week, at least with the coffee. If anything Star Trek-y kind of comes up, I may just record that at some point. I don't have anything on the horizon. Like I said in my Savick video, the next big 1/6 scale figure that I have in my sights is the Dr. McCoy from the motion picture, which will go beautifully with the Tomy TMP Enterprise that's all lit and beautiful, that should be coming out next November, which I paid into, and I'm really excited about. It's a gorgeous thing. I mean, the prototype was beautiful, and that was mostly plastic, I think, and this is supposed to be like 80% die cast when it comes, so I'm excited. It's going to be glorious, and it's just my favorite ship. I love that refit Constitution class. It is just my favorite ship. Hopefully someone bought 2 of them. I know they're $750, so but people are going to buy 2 of them. I'm hoping we see some beautiful Wrath of Khan damage work done on it if they bought a second one. Just intricately. I don't think there are many holes. Most of it is just scars. So it would just be like intricate black painting along the torpedo tube. And I think there was some damage to a nacelle and maybe some damage to the saucer section. So it would just be interesting to see that kind of a thing. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on another tangent and I don't need to. Have a great weekend. We will talk to you next week. We'll talk a little bit about how the next couple of weeks might be awkward at that point for coffee videos. There may be a December hiatus at some point. I don't know. We'll see. I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. Get a cup of coffee and we'll see you later. Bye.